Hari Om. So today I'll be showing you how to activate the sprouted wheat flour. So I took 4 heaps of this sprouted wheat flour in a glass bottle. So what I'll be doing is I'll be adding equal quantity of water. Then I'll make a milky consistency of this flour. So this activation of sprouted wheat flour helps in making your sourdough breads, and it will be helpful to make your roti as well. So this is very much required because to break down the gluten we need to either make sprouted wheat flour batter and leave it for fermentation for 1 day overnight, or use this sprouted wheat flour, make a milk consistency, and then leave it for tie a cloth and leave it for overnight. Tomorrow morning it gets activated. You can see bubbles. Tomorrow I will be showing again. Then after that you will be adding this as a culture in your regular wheat flour or sprouted wheat flour. Then leave it for 1 to 3 hours based on the temperature and the flour which you are adding. Then you can make your roti and breads. For making bread you have to add one part of this, 5 parts of flour and 3 parts of water. For making roti, then you can just include this as a culture, and then so this should be the consistency of the water and sprouted flour. So I have almost added equal quantity, so it should be well hydrated for the microbes to ferment better. Now we will leave this overnight and we will see how it will bubble up tomorrow, and then we will use this as a culture in the regular flour or sprouted flour for making roti. So you can see there are already bubbles after hydration. The microbial activity is happening. So we will see how it will happen by tomorrow. Remember that this container should be covered with a cloth. It has to be aerated. So then just keep a rubber band, and you can just keep a lid loose. You should not keep it tight. So this is the level. So tomorrow we'll see the bubbles of it. Thank you. So as I have not kept outside, it took time for fermenting. So if you see there are bubbles, it got fermented well. The aroma is very nice. There is a lot of microbial activity. So this has not got raised because I have added more water. I made a milky consistency. So this has to be checked by smell and aroma. So now I'll be taking my regular flour. Then this is my bio salt. So I'll be adding this mixture with little of bio salt, and I'll knead. Then I will show you the consistency, and I'll set this for at least 1 to 3 hours. Then later we'll be making rotis with this. We're not making bread, but we are making only roti. So this is regular flour which has gluten. So many people have gluten allergies, gluten intolerance, and actually most of us are not suitable. Like we have some or the other complication, but we ignore them. Gluten has some or the other complication. We ignore, we don't notice them. So but just try to eat this way, then you will see you'll be feeling lighter. Even the roti will be tasting lighter in the mouth and stomach. So here I have added complete culture. So water just add according to the consistency. So I have added little bio salt and kneading the dough mixture. So this is the consistency of the dough. So it will become more softer after a while. So what I'll be doing is I'll be covering a moist cloth. I'll be keeping in a mud pot or stored container and keeping in a warm place in the insulation like in that insulation we can keep so that it will be warmer. And I'll be covering a moist cloth on top. And the proportion I have taken is the 2 glasses of this as a flour. Then it was 3 scoops of flour for the starter yesterday, and equal quantity of water. And water now is almost, it's 135 only. So yeah, like maybe little less water. So this is the consistency. This will become very soft now. Already it is soft, so it will become more softer. So I'll be showing how to keep in the insulation. So this is my stone container. You can keep in a steel container also, not a problem, but I use stone or mud. Then I'm keeping a moist cloth. I just damped it and squeezed the water completely. It's only the moist cloth. I'll keep a container on top, and then I'll keep in the slow insulation. So this consistency is for roti, it's not for bread. For bread it needs more hydration and more kneading time. So I am keeping inside this insulation. Now we will see after 1 hour, and also we'll try to see after 3 hours. So ideally I prefer to keep it for 3 hours. So I'm just covering up with the cover and allowing it to rest. So this has warmness, and we will see after 1 to 3 hours. We will see how it will turn up. So after 3 hours, I am opening up the insulation box. I'll be checking how the dough has fermented. So this is the size of the dough. So it has fermented properly. So yeah, perfect. So this is how it has to come. So we'll be making roti from this now.